This is WCVB-TV, Channel 5, Boston.
From Fairway Sports World in Natick, our champions, Michael Morgan from Lynn and the good-looking Tom Morgan from Revere, get them every time. Take on the challenge of Brian Fuller from East Kingston, New Hampshire, and Jack Quinn from Fremont, New Hampshire. This is Candlepin Doubles. I'm Ed Harding, and welcome to Candlepin Doubles. It's kind of a private little running gag that we have going. Maybe one of these days everyone else will get it, right? Thank you for making doubles a part of your afternoon. So kind of you. You know, my pursuit of triples, 3 strikes in a row, I don't know if it could be done today. Jack Quinn did it on the single show when? January 18th? Jack, is when you did it? Yeah, that's whenever. That's when he did it. We have him on the show here today, so maybe we can get one of those so I can go ahead and move on to the next thing that I want in life. You guys know each other. You're pretty good friends, huh? Pretty good friends? The City Slickers and the Haysay? No, huh? That's it. Those are their nicknames, not mine. I didn't make them up. This is doubles. We pay you for winning. We pay you if you don't win. We pay you for 3 consecutive marks. We pay you for 3 consecutive strikes, which we will. I guarantee see today, right? Right. Guys, go ahead. Start it off for me if you would. Tom Morgan gets us going. First ball in the afternoon. Brian Fuller will start for the blue team. This is just the first box, first string. It is the cumulative score at the end of 2 strings of bowling that decides who our champion is. Brian Fuller starts off with a mark in a 7 in the first box for Tom Morgan. Tom Morgan's average is 126, high single of 192, and a high triple of 490. Will he get them all? No. Brian Fuller, a 122 average, a high single of 190, and a high triple of 464. He fills with 6 to take the early lead. Bang! So in the first 2 boxes, each man has managed 1 mark. Brian Fuller's coming in the first box, and Tom Morgan's coming in the second. That's the shot that Brian Fuller has. There's wood alongside and a pin on the outside. Goes right at it. Almost comes back and gets the 7, does not. Puts up a 9 in the second box. And here is the fill. It's 7. Will it be 8? No, it'll be 7. Which just about ties up the match. The 4-7 and this is nice. Using the wood that was down, take out the wood that is up. Second straight mark for Tom Morgan. Well, the 7 will not go. At this point that I can remind you that if any one of the bowlers can mark in 3 straight boxes, we'll pay them $50 in bonus money. Three straight strikes will earn them $1,000 if we can see one, but through boxes scored virtually tied, 1 pin separating. Actually, in total pinfall, it is tied, but there's a bonus ball for Tom Morgan. There it is. There they go. 7 is the fill. Four horsemen right side. Will they all stay? Yes, they will. 7 was the fill for Tom Morgan. 7 is the lead for the Morgans, our championship team, goes for the wood. That's a good effort. A little more to the right, and he would have gotten it. 3 of them 4 ponies go down. The 4th does not. A 9 and a 10 in the 4th box for each of our bowlers. These guys will bowl the 5th box. We will take a break, and their partners will take over and take us through the rest of the first string. Four horsemen left side. Ball thrown a little bit too much to the right. No contact made. Nice pickup. Nice mark. Nice way for Brian Fuller to go out. He's done bowling for the first string, and he ends up with a mark. He'll leave his partner, Jack Quinn, with a bonus ball the first time out. We have bowled the first 5 boxes here on doubles. 2 boxes scored. It's a 6-pin lead for the Morgans. But remember, the Fuller-Quinn team, our challengers, will be throwing a bonus ball. But first, we will do this. Please come back. Candlepin doubles. Back to doubles, back to the second half of the first string. Our first look of the day of our other team members. 7 and 10 stay for Michael Morgan. This is Jack Quinn. Let's see what Mr. Morgan can do. There is wood in front of the 10. 2 pins. Jack Quinn has an average of 126, a high single of 192, and a high triple of 479. Michael came close. That's what he wanted to do with the previous ball. Obviously, take out the 7 was what he wanted to do as well, but that was the course that he was taking. 10 in the first box for Jack Quinn, a 9 in the first box for Mike Morgan, a 4-pin lead for our challenger. The 7 is wobbling, but it's standing. Right on the head pin. The 4, 7, and 10 stay. Is Wood down? 3 down, 3 up. Got them all. Got them all. Second straight 9 for Mike Morgan. A third straight 9 for the Morgan team. Looked like it would be 4 horsemen right and the 8, but as time went along, they fell down. 3-pin stand, and you can see the 4 pins that are down and the configuration they are. That's the shot that Michael Morgan has. That's the one he takes. Got them all. Got some help from what was there and used it. Ralph says yes. Ralph says yes. Ralph Stewart, our erstwhile judge, says yes, they go. A 9 in the 8th box for Jack Quinn. And you can see the mark that Mike Morgan has. This is his bonus ball. 11-pin deficit his team faces. That's the way to slice into it. But the fill is a disappointing 5. Got them all. So with the first fill, the fill of 5, Mike Morgan cut the lead down to 5 pins. Now he has another bonus ball and another chance to cut the lead even further, or maybe even take the match. At least take the lead. An 8 in the 9th box for Jack Quinn, and a 105 total pinfall so far for our challengers. champions have a 102 plus whatever this bonus ball gives them, which is 6 more. So that will give them the lead. This is a spare leave. He can get it. He got it, as I told you, 3 consecutive marks, bonus time, and more importantly, his team is inched ahead. Jack Quinn goes out with a 10 in the 10th box, and the Fuller Quinn team finishes the first string with a 115 pinfall, but 2 Morgans for bonus ball. The fill is 8. Will it be more? 1 by 1 by 1. He'll knock the pins down. The fill is 8. The total is 126. The lead is 11. But we have a whole second string of bowling to go. Remember, it's the cumulative score at the end of 2 strings. We'll be back for the second string. But first, we'll do this. Okay, here we go. Second string, 11-pin lead for the Morgan squared over Brian Fuller and Jack Quinn.
Wow. Hey, don't let this one get away, Brad.
4 horsemen right in the 8. Too much. Ball was just too much left to right from Brian Fuller. Tom Morgan puts up a 10 in the first string, first box, second string. Opposite Brian Fuller's 7th first box, second string. An inch the lead up to 14 pins, second box. 8, will they all go? No. Diamond left. Is that what he's got left hanging there? Wow. No. Mm. 10 of the second box for Brian Fuller. I'll tell you, the look of disappointment on his face to the previous ball. Thought he threw it well, thought it struck well, thought everything went well. But all the pins didn't fall, so it didn't all go well. 14-pin lead stands. Third box, second string. The left-hander. Take a look at the spread eagle. There's the diamond. My eyes are off by it. Gotta focus it. Well, the 10 is waffling, but it won't go. So half of the spread eagle goes, leaving Brian Fuller with a spread. All of the diamond goes for Tom Morgan, leaving him with a mark. So he has a 14-pin lead and a bonus ball. These guys will bowl to the 5th box and turn the rest of the match over to their partners. If there is a tie at the end of the 2 strings, it's a 1-box roll-off. Each man will bowl a box. We'll see what happens after that. Tough leave for Brian Fuller. There's the fill. Fill is 4. The lead is up to 18 pins. Good use of the, oh, I'll tell you. Good use of the setup, good use of the pins that were there. A good ball by Tom Morgan, too. That was, taking out the spread eagle is not the easiest thing to do. He has a chance to go out with a 10. Now, that's a disappointing ball. He goes out with a 9. But he has the lead, so the disappointment is tempered somewhat. 17-pin lead, 5th box. Barring a tie, barring overtime. Last box of the day for these gentlemen. Tom Morgan is the easiest of the shots to mark on. Tell you what, Brian Fuller just hasn't caught a break all day. Brian goes out with a 10. Tom Morgan just misses that one, so he leaves 2 standing. He puts up an 8 in his final box. So Brian Fuller a 7, 10, 10, 10, 10 in the second string. I'll tell you what, he threw some balls and he hit some spots. I thought he was going to mark it out. He did not. So fall the pins. Jack Quinn. We'll see if he can pick it up and erase the deficit. Mike Morgan will do his best to make sure that he doesn't. Put a spin on the ball. Right as he delivered it, it started out right and stayed right. 7-10, no wood. Nice try. The 10 stayed somehow. Jack goes at the 10, gets the 10, puts up a 9 in the 6th box. Mike Morgan goes at the 10, puts up a 10 in the 6th box. Add one more pin to the lead, a 16-pin lead. 7th box, 2nd string. 4 boxes of bowling left. Not the easiest of pickups, but we've seen things happen. Same spin, same impact as the previous box. A little greater success, 4 horsemen, left side, plus stay for him. Good effort by Jack Quinn. Goes for the 3 that were there and almost took out the 4th pin that was standing. Mike Morgan puts up an 8 against Jack Quinn's 10 in the box. Lead has come down a couple of pins, a 14-pin lead, 8th box, 2nd string. There's one. A 14-pin lead, and he's dropped a hammer. So here we go. It will close with a flurry. Very interesting. Opposite the strike in the 8th box, delivered by Jack Quinn, Tom Morgan is going to put up an 8. Very interesting. 'Tis not over. There's... Oh! Well, we won't have a double, but I'll tell you what. He could fill the strike with 10, and he can mark again. A lot of wood down, a lot of wood up. Tom Morgan could take it all out with 1 ball. There they go. So the fill is 10, and it's a mark again. So the lead is 2 pins. Told you, I just felt that. I knew Tommy would mark, and he did. So the lead through boxes scored is 2 pins. Through total pinfall, it's still 2 pins. 2 pins. Oh! How can you hit it square, drive it through, and leave just about everything standing? Fill it with 2. That hurts. Against a fill of an 8. Wow. It's not over. It's not over. Same ball. Same ball. I don't believe it. Wow. It looks like the Morgans have dodged this bullet. Great finish by Jack Quinn. Really put the pressure on Tom Morgan here in the 2nd and 5 final boxes in the 2nd string. Jack Quinn walks away with his head shaking. Puts up a 6 in the 10th box. Total pinfall in this string of 104. Total pinfall of the match of 219. This is just gravy on the turkey for Tom Morgan. His fill in that particular... box was 5. Total pinfall is 110. Total score of 236 and a 17-pin win for the Morgans. But boy, did it get tight. We'll find out how tight it got for them in just a minute. Welcome back to doubles. You know, I think the bowlers can sum this thing up better. Go, say what you just said to me in the commercial. Go ahead, say it again.
Well, how bowling goes. They threw the ball much better than we did all day long, and we come out on the good end.
Isn't that amazing?
Funny game.
You know, Brian, I feel badly for you, man. You couldn't even get a break.
Well, that's bowling.
Well, our thanks, and you get $300 for being runners-up. Jack, you really put the pressure on him today.
Well, he did too.
Well, I put the pressure on you, too, because you only came within 1/3 of my triple. Look at, he just laughs. He doesn't say, I'm sorry, or whatever. Guys, thank you. That was a good match, huh? They closed out with a flurry.
Going, guys.
You know, I gotta apologize. First of all, I had you guys twisted at the end of the match there. I had Tom bowling, Mike bowling, everybody bowling. I think we needed both of you to hold him off, right?
I didn't want to say anything. He was looking better than me. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
That wasn't pretty, but, you know, like you say, we got the win, and, you know, hopefully we can turn it around.
What's it like? You know, Jack drops the hammer, and all of a sudden it's a 17-pin leads down to 2, and you really got to roll.
Well, if you're throwing the ball good, that doesn't bother you. But when you're struggling, you see that, then a spear on top, and I hit the object pin. Luckily, the pin jumped. If I don't make that, they run away. But it's, you know, if you're going good, the strike won't really even bother you. But when you're struggling, that's a tough thing to look at.
Well, $550, you guys win. Thanks. We'll see you again, huh? We'll see you next week. I'm Ed Harding. We hope to see you next week on Candlepin Doubles. Bye-bye, everybody.